Hello everyone, so it's been a while since I made a video and this is going to be a soft spoken video because it's daytime and you're probably hearing it right now. There's a lot of cars going in the background, so hopefully I can edit that out or it'll just be ambiance. But I know I look crazy right now. It's because recently I've been trying overnight curls and this is actually my bathrobe, which is so funny, but it works so well. I originally used to use my leggings to do these overnight curls, and I think the bathrobe works better just because I like the thickness. So I'm gonna pull these out and kind of show you what they look like. And I've tested these out for now about 2 nights straight, and they work really well as long as I put a little bit of setting spray and let these kind of set. And I also make sure wow, look at that already. I make sure my hair is pretty much 90% dry before I start wrapping these over. And I actually have quite naturally straight hair, so yes, right now it's looking very bouncy, but trust that in about an hour or two, these are all gonna be completely just waves. But these have been great because I've been trying not to damage my hair so often. I've noticed that ever since I got my shark wrap, like the air wrap, I thought it was like a better option to not damage my hair, but over time it definitely damages my hair very much. So wow, definitely the left side is a lot tighter. You kind of see the curl difference, but typically I like to have my curls brushed out all the way. So let me grab a brush real quick, 1 second. I have my detangler brush here. I got this one from Amazon. It was like the one that you could use it for wet hair because there's no like open little bristles. That makes sense. A open spot where it can like seep in moisture. So this is great to kind of brush everything out. And because I just like the really loose curls, definitely need to brush this part out a little bit more. And for oil, I have been using this oil. It's the After Bath Hair Oil by DHC. Believe it's a Japanese brand. Got this on Amazon as well. But it's this kind of rose scented leave-in conditioner. Honestly, more than a conditioner, you can see the texture. It's more like an oil, so just like to kind of run it through my fingers. Kind of helps break a little bit of that super tightness of the curl. Just brush these all the way out because they came out so much more tighter than I actually expected. And I kind of found a trick. I have a little bit of a long face, so instead of completely dividing the top of my head to have this little peak, I kind of brush this to the half to kind of make the illusion of a shorter face. I don't know if that even makes a difference, but yeah, this has been my hair for the recent few times. I know it's a lot of hair and I'm trying to grow it out as much as I can before I go to Korea because I'm planning to get a nice haircut there and probably maybe even consider getting bangs or something because I feel like I've had this hairstyle for so long and I want to try something different when I get there. But in terms of exciting news, tomorrow is my sister's wedding, so that's kind of what I'm getting ready for right now. We are having a wedding rehearsal at the little museum that she's getting married at, and there's that dance routine, which is kind of funny. There's a little dance routine that she wants to do after like the father-daughter dance, and us sisters need to go in there and dance with her. And last year when my other sister got married, we also did a more of a complex K-pop group dance, and that was definitely fun and challenging. But this time I think it's just like 4 moves, so I had to like practice it in the living room before I go to the rehearsal tonight, since we'll be practicing it most likely. Oh, and for cushion, I went back to using the Clio Kill Cover. This is the glow version for dry skin, and I used this kind of way back when it first came out, back in I think 2023. And personally, I actually don't hate it. I think the only reason why I stopped using it back then was because I think I didn't like how thick it felt, if that makes sense. And I was kind of going for more of a natural look. But for, let's say I'm out most of the day and I don't have time to touch my makeup up, I like to wear something a little bit heavier, so that even though my oil kind of seeps everything over, I kind of have most of it remaining. And I love these Korean cushions so much because they're so easy to use. I'm done with my base in less than a minute, and I've tried to go back to pump foundation, and genuinely I just don't have the patience. I think there's something so easy and just innovative about cushion foundations that I feel like later on the American market will also kind of use the cushion technique. I know they kind of have already, but using a lot of Korean beauty, skincare products and makeup, but they'll like open up to do more cushion based like foundations in the future. But yeah, just like that. I'm sorry I keep tapping the camera. It's because the camera kind of like loses focus. I just realized I look super pale in this lighting. Let me change the lighting maybe a little bit. Maybe that's a little bit better, but yeah, this foundation makes it super easy to just boom, wrap it up. Moving forward, I'm just gonna put a little bit of, I think I'm gonna use a little bit of cream blush today, because actually, never mind. I'm gonna use this baby pink blush that I got. This is by Flower Blusher in Violet. It's actually by Nature Republic. There is a Nature Republic, I think down the street of Koreatown in New York City, when I visited, and their makeup was so cheap. I think this blush was like $3 something, so that's a killer deal in my opinion. So really love getting their makeup because it's pretty good quality, I'd say, especially for how affordable it is. And if you ever tried Korean makeup just doesn't have a lot of pigmentation, and that's just kind of the point of it. Very just light, clear, kind of clean makeup. I'm having so much rabbit hair on my face because it's kind of like rabbit shedding season, and my 2 rabbits at home have definitely been shedding a lot since it's the winter. And this is one of my favorite Korean lip gloss lip tints. It's the Colorgram lip gloss in the color 9. This is Heartful Mulberry. If you're looking for something that's a little bit cool tone, but still not super like pink, this is definitely it. We are just doing dance practices, as I said, and yeah, I think that's really it. I'm just gonna use my trusty little Kaja Chocolate Dahlia eyeshadow. I love this. I think I bring this around pretty much every time I travel, just because it really has all the 3 shades. It has like the most beautiful sparkle shade in here as well. That works really good in the inner corners. And then the all over shade matches my kind of skin tone perfectly. Just like the slightest bit brown, so it doesn't look like I put a whole bit of heavy eyeshadow makeup. And then the inner corner is just the kind of right amount of glitter. Nothing crazy, but just enough to kind of make me look alive. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, probably put just a little bit of black liner at the very end of the tips. Just gonna keep it super natural today. And honestly, I used to love making a huge wing for my monolids because a lot of times, as you can see, the eyeliner just kind of goes away. But I've been just liking a very small wing instead of making it super dramatic like that. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I'll be wearing a whole bunch of mascara. We'll see, actually. But I will definitely go in with a little bit of bronzer because a lot of these cushion foundations tend to make my face look too pale and a little drawn out. So put my favorite Halaka Number Cool Grown Tone Tuning Shading Powder. Definitely these names are interesting. It's kind of like a tongue twister. So it has a little bit of obviously a cool gray undertone, so it doesn't look super in your face. Put a little bit of contour on my nose. Okay. I think that should be it. And then put a little bit of my favorite Prism powder. This is a highlighting powder. Kind of has these like nice gold pearls that are not super dramatic, but and definitely it's been about I think a full year since my microblading, and my microblading is kind of fading, which I'm glad because it was too strong, but there's some gaps now, so it's definitely a little harder to match exactly what these look like, but whatever, it is just what it is. I think I tried too hard to make sure my eyebrows are perfectly aligned, but I just don't think that's like super feasible, and it's just gonna end up looking like that anyway. But recently, I wanted to mention that I've started a vlog channel, and if you want to follow kind of like my non-ASMR content, I would love for you to subscribe and just check out the channel. I'm just gonna be vlogging because of the sake of record keeping, and I read a book recently that talked about how it's so important, yes, to take pictures and videos, but beyond that, kind of create your own story and develop your own storyline so you can always look back. Similar to journaling, I want to document my life so that, many years from now I could probably look back at my vlogs and realize, oh, this is what I did. So really kind of more for my enjoyment because I love watching vlogs, but also for me to kind of document things that I do on a daily. I know that this channel, I haven't been uploading too much. I think it's because a lot of times I think I overthink about what kind of videos I need to create, and I sometimes just doubt that, like any other probably creator out there, you kind of start doubting, is anybody gonna care about the content that I'm gonna be uploading? Is it even worth filming it? So you kind of fall into this pigeonhole of feeling a little doubtful of like what you make. But I also do realize nothing is going to be perfect. And also I started the channel because I just enjoyed making ASMR videos as much as I loved watching them. So I need to really encourage myself to know that it does not need to be perfect. It's not a film production. And I just want to make videos that are genuine and fun and entertaining. And that's really it. That's really all I would ever ask for. And recently, I have been trying to complete 10,000 steps. Kind of a random fact, but I have been trying to walk more and exercise just because I've been cooped up at home a lot, especially since it's the winter. And I've got used to just not going out and, I don't know, almost just kind of rejecting the outside world. And I realized that is no good. And yes, it's okay to have moments of, like, oh, I just want to keep things to myself. But also, I realized that I don't think I feel super good at the end of the day. And I realized that that probably is contributed from the lack of walking and moving and just kind of getting out there. So in front of my house, there is a gym. So my husband and I got a gym membership and we've been gymming it out, basically. We've been trying to go, he's been trying to go at least twice a week. And for me, since I do work at home, I've been trying to go at least 3 to 4 times just because I have the time and it's right there. And it's been so good for my mental health. I've just also enjoyed working out with other people. I know some people might not like that, but personally, I find motivation when I see other people, getting it on. So I really want to kind of just motivate myself to like walk 10 more minutes to the treadmill just because I know this lady next to me has also been on the treadmill for like 20 minutes. It's like the little things, I think, that makes it feel more motivating for me to keep going. So yep, I'm really hoping that this year, again, as hopeful as I am, that I could kind of keep up with doing gym stuff and also with the video channel to upload more videos and continue on with it. But I do gotta run. I will show you what perfume I'm wearing for today. It's gonna be Snow Sai. This is a perfume that I got, actually it's a Korean perfume, but I got this back when we went to Miami, and this was like a perfume, I think, in the Aventura Mall, like the Aventura Mall that sells like a bunch of Korean stuff, Korean, Japanese skincare. But if you could put baby powder and fresh linen and made a baby with it, this is the exact scent. Yeah, it just smells like the most clean baby powder scent ever. So if you're looking for something like that where it's not overpowering, it's just very light and feminine, this is it. Seriously, amazing. But anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day or evening, and I'll see you in the next video.